reports in December 2005 first revealed that the National Security Agency has been intercepting Americans' phone calls and internet communications. Those news reports, combined with the statements of several members of Congress, revealed that the NSA is also receiving wholesale copies of Americans' telephone and other communication records. All of these surveillance activities are in violation of the privacy safeguards established by Congress in the U.S. Constitution.
Now that nearly all of us are online, connected, or digital in some way, spies are no longer watching just one or two bad guys. Instead, the UK and US governments are both collecting massive amounts of information from the things we do on our phones and over the internet. There are two main ways they get hold of this information. One way is working with the companies that run these systems and tap the cables that are vital for moving all this information around. They can then sift through the huge amount of data they gather and all the messages that are there and store them in massive computer databases. Their other technique involves using their relationships with technology companies to get hold of things like emails, messages, or other information straight from their US servers.
In 2008, Babak Pasdar, a computer security expert, discovered the Quantico circuit at a major mobile telecommunications carrier that rerouted and captured all customer mobile phone communications. Pasdar's findings were one of the pioneering disclosures that exposed the full extent of domestic spying on Americans. Babak Pasdar was hired to help restructure the tech infrastructure at a major wireless telecommunications company. What he found shocked him. The company had set up a system that gave a third party, a government entity, access to every communication coming through that company's infrastructure. This means every email, internet use, document transmission, video, and text message was intercepted. The company also allowed this entity to listen to and record any phone call. Recognizing this critical security breach, he took preliminary correction steps, but his attempts at implementing security controls and logging were blocked and rebutted with threats by carrier executives. Pasdar was sending anonymous information to the House of Representatives in hopes of them solving the problem privately. On March 14, 2008, the House voted to deny immunity and to investigate the telecom. He decided to come forward publicly because the Bush administration blocked every effort to investigate his charges privately. I believe it was important to Pasdar to release this information. He tried to do the right thing by going to the company first, and when that didn't work, he wrote a letter to the House. When the House denied him, he decided to go public. I believe that since everyone was ignoring him and sweeping the issue under the carpet, he started to realize that what he found was something important. Pasdar felt that the public had the right to know their private activities were being intercepted by the government. Pasdar created public awareness to create justice for people the government was taking information from. He knew any person could be physically located and billing records including names, financial information, contacts, and behavioral data were accessible. Pasdar did not create harm when he released this information, but he did create a lot of distrust between the government and the citizens. Many citizens were unaware of what was going on right underneath their noses, which is why it was necessary for people to become engaged so the information could get out and change could occur. In June 2013, the media, led by The Guardian and Washington Post, started publishing a series of articles along with full government documents that have confirmed much of what was reported in 2008. The government later admitted that the government is matched collecting phone metadata of all U.S. customers under the disguise of the Patriot Act. The Electronic Frontier Foundation is representing several victims of the wiretapping surveillance. Their hope was to hold the government and officials in charge of the program accountable. At the end of the trials, the court did not rule that the NSA's activities were legal nor illegal.